Hey everybody, welcome back to Susan Lynn, Psychic Medium. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, and I receive my information from my guides as I'm talking to you. And I'm going to be talking about politics today, and I'm going to be talking about Trump because, as usual, when you get information from your guides, typically when your brain is not engaged in worrying or overthinking about things. So a lot of times that's why we get dreams, or we're woken up in the middle of the night with some kind of weird message, or you just feel like you've been working all night. Well, that was them trying to get messages to you because they simply cannot get it in your normal workday. Okay. So for me, my guides I have a pretty good relationship with my guides, a pretty easy relationship of communication that can be good and bad, because then you have somebody in your head always telling you not to eat the donut. But anyway, besides that, speaking of lunch, I was fixing lunch and they just popped into my head and started talking about Trump. And like, who wants to hear that at lunch? Not me. But they wanted to talk about, today is the day before the inauguration, or somewhere around that. And they want to talk about Trump after the inauguration. And it was like mind blowing. Like, y'all, we're not prepared. We're not prepared for this. The free world is not prepared for this. That's what they told me. I believe them. So here's what they're saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, imagine Trump with the phone. He can text. He can tweet. He can do videos. He can do anything he wants. He's a free man now. He can do anything he wants. He can tweet. Now, okay, I know you're probably saying, well, they're probably going to limit his tweets, but as a regular citizen, I think they'll give him an opportunity to prove that he's not going to be cray-cray. You know what I mean? I think he'll have an opportunity to do some tweeting. Look, I mean, they can't control him the way they could when he was a president. And that's what's so mind-blowing about this. That's why I said I got to do a video, because it's mind-blowing, y'all. Who knew we would be grateful for Giuliani? Who knew? Not me. I feel like I should send him a thank you card. Apparently, all those times that Giuliani and Cipollone and all these different people that were semi-normal, probably even Mike Flynn, seriously kept him from really doing things that he normally would do if he didn't have those constraints. As bad as those people were, as inept, as unethical as those people were, they kept him on a tighter, narrower path than he would have been on his own. That's mind-blowing to me, you guys. Okay, what they show me is he goes on like a rampage. This is some of the things going on in his head. Like, as I go into his energy, this is like what he's thinking about. And he's already contacted people about doing this. So he's not taking responsibility for anything, right? I mean, we already know that. That shouldn't be a surprise. But it is a surprise, because the man is about, hopefully, to be convicted in the Senate for impeachment again, you know? But he wants to get on Fox News and say, it wasn't my fault. None of this is my fault. This is all the Democrats. I mean, he just wants airtime. He wants FaceTime. He needs that adoration again. He needs to be in front of his adoring crowds again. He needs to be able to tell his side of the story over and over and over again. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a media blitz. He's not going to go disappear somewhere in a cave. He's not going to do that. He's going to come out with both fists swinging in a media sort of way. Again, I have to tell you guys, the guides tell me he doesn't think he's going down. He doesn't think that he's going to have any charges against him. He doesn't think that any of this is going to stop him or impact him. He's still literally right now in my head. Now, I know that they pulled the golf tournament from him, which was a big thing, and it hurt. But right now in my head, he's talking about doing another Miss America pageant, or some kind of maybe different pageant, maybe an international. I don't know. He's planning things, is my point, right? his family's moving forward like they don't like everything is normal. And the only person who knows that the hammer's about to drop, the only person who has probably chewed off her fake fingernails is Ivanka. Ivanka's the one who's like terrified. Terrified. She is literally terrified. And she's going to be the first one who's going to cut a deal. She's going to be the first one to cut a deal. That's what they're telling me, because look, she loves her daddy and all, but she got kids. You know, she's young. She's like, he's old, he can go to jail. I can't spend my whole life in jail. No, that's a non-starter. And I see that I see them, and I think the guys have said this before, that there's other countries that get pulled into the conflict. So for instance, I've said before that I saw Ivanka wanting to go south and Jared wanting to go, you know, maybe to Israel. So, you know, two different directions, right? And we all know Ivanka's going to win, even though I'm not sure Jared is human. I'm not sure that I think he's an android. But anyway, she's still going to win. But what they're showing me is that these other countries get involved. Like for instance, when things get down to the wire, I can honestly see Jared taking a trip to Israel without her and the kids, ostensibly for business or something, and they get separated, and then the hammer comes down and Jared's in Israel, and they're going to say, we need him back because we need a deposition, is the word I just heard. So, and he doesn't want to come back, and then Israel gets involved in this political hot potato situation where, you know, hey, we have extradition, you got to give him up. You know, I just see other countries. Israel, I hear Germany. Don't ask me why. Who knows who's going to Germany. I just see other countries getting involved. Ivanka is like a deer in headlights. Like, she's like this. And she's like, she can't run. She can't run because she literally doesn't even know where to go or what she would do. And, you know, how do you run with kids? And, you know, she's literally like frozen with fear. She's not being, way I see her right now, she's not being crafty. She's not, you know, being strategic. You know, she's not, you know, doing any of that. She's really just frozen with fear. So, don't even get me started on Don Jr., and because they are just, God bless them. Don is trying to do whatever his dad wants him to do. Don Jr. is upset. He's incensed. He's mad on his dad's behalf, right? He's the one who's really mad on his dad's behalf, and both boys are, but Don Jr. really is really mad. And Don Jr. is kind of being sucked into that other world that with those people that I can't talk about on YouTube anymore. And by the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. He's getting kind of sucked into those macho men, if you know what I'm saying. Those groups, they're kind of promising him the world. I mean, it's all BS, totally. But let's talk about Trump. So the man might accept an invitation to Jimmy Kimmel. That's how disconnected he is to what just happened. He literally would go in front of somebody who's going to tear him into pieces because he really truly thinks that he can handle it. He really has that Superman thing, you know, where he thinks, I can handle this, I can do this, I can take care of this. He still thinks that he can win the hearts and souls of the people. He still thinks that his, which it may be true to a degree, that his people want to see him, and he still thinks that he resonates with a lot of America, even though really and truly is down to 36% or less. It's going to be a shite show. It's going to be a shite show, y'all. It's going to be crazy. Get the popcorn. Go to the store now. Get the popcorn. I swear, they just dropped this in my lap. And I just need to tell you guys, the wheels. The wheels. The guides kept doing this song. It was before the election. They kept singing this song to me. You know how they had the song, the wheels go round and round, the wheels on the bus go round and round, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and it's a, elementary school song. And they sing it, the wheels are coming off the bus, the wheels are coming off the bus. They would sing this to me. I would wake up in the morning singing it, the wheels are coming off the bus. What? That's not how this song goes. What the hell? And then I realized that's what they were talking about. So they just brought it back up again. The wheels are coming off the bus. Okay. Well, you know what? I think we deserve it. I think it's going to be some fantastic theater. I think it's going to be fantastic humor. I think that we deserve a good laugh. They're saying it's not going to be all funny because, once again, we underestimated. We underestimated a lot of things, and that's how we got here. We gave them too much rope, and they ran with it, and they didn't have any consequences. So we need to be a little careful, but it is going to be, I wish I could describe to you guys what I'm seeing. It's like a circus. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm sure we'll see it. Things this strong generally just come to fore. He's gonna pull all the stops out, and it's gonna be quite the show. So after good Lord, they're telling me, you know how he wants to do something for the inauguration. So he wants to have he wanted to have a military send-off, which should be a clue to us back when he wanted to have military parades. That should have been like a big fat clue. But anyway, he wants a military send-off, and last I heard, the Pentagon wasn't going to let him have a military send-off. Who knows what ended up happening? But he wants to have some kind of send-off. But what they're telling me is, and he wants to have that happening at the same time as the inauguration. That's the important thing for him, is that he has to go toe-to-toe with Biden's inauguration. That's how he always is. It's all about ratings, right? So, but they're telling me, what is he saying? He's going to do something. He wants, now I don't know. Again, he's really hamstrung quite a bit, because they just showed me is he wanted to have fireworks. He wanted to go to Mar-a-Lago, and he wanted to have fireworks, like this big visual. To him, everything is visual. So he needed to have fireworks and this big homecoming and this big thing. And, Mar-a-Lago was like, no, we're not feeling that. No, denied. Next. So he didn't get that. But I wouldn't say it's too late. He's trying to do something. He needs a rally. That's what it is. He needs a rally. He needs some kind of rally. So I expect to see a rally, if not tomorrow, then soon, in the next few days. And then they're also saying this weekend, the weekend after the inauguration, there's going to be a big rally. Oh my God, I'm sorry this video is getting so long, but they keep telling me things. Oh my God, y'all. He's going to... Why do we have to go through this? He's going to take pot shots at Biden. So he's going to basically quarterback Biden. You know how presidents typically go away and don't say anything for 4 years. I mean, God knows Obama probably had to go into some kind of cell where he couldn't hear or see anything for hours of a day. And again, that's another norm. That's another norm that Trump is like, who cares? I'm going to tell him what I think. So he's going to take pot shots at Biden. He's going to take pot shots at Mitch McConnell. He's going to take pot shots at Lindsey Graham. He's going to take pot shots at everybody. At everybody. Everybody's now an enemy. Everybody is an enemy. He's making friends with a few governors. A few governors. Not very many. Wow. He is going to take pot shots at Biden. I mean, I would say it doesn't matter, right? I mean, we could say who cares, whatever, we don't care. We could say that. But look, this is how we live 4 years of our lives. Is who cares? He's stupid, he's crazy, whatever. But in the truth of the matter is the guy actually caused us harm. You know what I mean? He actually, there were results. There were things that happened due to what he said and how he did and what he did. And he inspires people to do things that are bad. So I don't think we can really laugh at this. I was prepared to laugh at it. My guides were like, well, you're not going to want to have that. Good God, why? They just said, you're going to put your popcorn down. Like, you're going to be excited. You're going to be laughing. And you're going to put your popcorn down and you're going to be like, it's just, because he crosses every line. He crosses every line. So anyway, holy smokes, y'all. That was crazy. That was crazy. Buckle up. Forget the inauguration. It's going to be after the post party, the after party. The Trump after party is going to be the thing to watch. Holy crap. I wish I could show you guys what I'm seeing. But anyway, you'll see it. It's coming to a theater near you. Listen, you guys, if you haven't subscribed by now, please subscribe. I am trying to get to the next milestone, as I've mentioned. YouTube gives me a few more things to communicate with you guys when I get to the magic number. And it would be nice to be able to communicate with you through the community tabs that are not available to me. So, just subscribe. It's free. Plus, apparently we have got some things ahead of us, and you're going to want to check in from time to time to see just what in the hell is going on. Anyway, blessings to you guys. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves on this day, and we'll talk soon, okay?